Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Beyond the Veil with Miss Flame, and I'm Miss Flame. For those who doesn't know me, this channel is about revealing the secret of darkness within the human beings, without them having to go to a traditional healer. So our last discussion was about the evil eyes and the monitor spirits, but we as people have for so long have we loved as if life is nothing, as if life is nothing more than a survival. We have waked up in the morning, we have worked and chasing what seems important. You have believed that your worth depends on results, on approval, on success in the eyes of others. Yet all of this is only the surface. Beneath it, your spirit waits quietly. Every one of us has a spirit within us, and our spirit is longing to be remembered. The sleep you love, the sleep you love in is not just physical. So if you are going to sleep, it is not just a physical sleep, and then when you wake up, it is done and it is over with. It is the forgottening of your essence. The sleep is the forgottening of your essence. You see yourself as separate from the world. You see yourself as separate from the stars above, as separate from the sun in the sky, as separate from the moon in the night. But you are all connected. We are all connected. We are not separate, because the stars and the moon and the sun is also in your body. The body parts is representing the sun and the moon and the stars. You see, that is why you have a star. When people say, let me read your star, what your star is telling you, because you are a star within the universe. But most importantly is, it is the forgotten of essence when you are sleeping. You see yourself as separate from the world, isolated and vulnerable. But in truth, this separation is an illusion. Your body is here, but your spirit is vast, eternal, and connected to all that is within the universe. As it is so above, so it is below. So it is outside, so it is inside. It is all connected and it is one. And the moment you are awakened, even slightly, you begin to see that survival mode is not loving. It is actually existing within a dream. This is an illusion that we are loving. The life that we are living is a illusion, because we are spirit that lives in a human body. We all are spirits. I am a spirit that lives in a human body and having a human experience. And the same is the next person, is a spirit that lives in a human body. And this spirit is in a quiet moment. It is almost like it is a whisper. It is whispering emerges a gentle voice inside that asks sometimes. Sometimes there's voices within yourself that is whispering and that is asking you questions. But this voice within you is a spirit. It is a spirit that asks you sometimes, is there all there is? within the universe, but it is a subtitle at first. At first, when the voice is asking you if all this is, isn't there, if everything that is within that you are loving with, isn't there something else or more that you can do? Then you feel like your life isn't a success when there isn't something to show to other people that you have made something of yourself. And sometimes you feel like a failure because the inner voice is asking you questions like, isn't there anything else that you can do that can show the world that you are successful? And that is something that makes you feel guilty about. So that is why you go beyond your spirit and go in depress other people. Because your consciousness is not awakened. It is easily ignored by persistency that you does to other people. And this voice, it reminds you that life is not only about what you see or what you own. Every encounter, every person, every moment of conflict, of joy, all are teachers. Every moment that you interact with or you do or you are gaining or whatever moment, it is a teacher. It is a lesson that you are learning. Now, they reflect the infine, infinite dance of spirit. It teaching you through experiences, all the experiences you are gaining. It is a teaching that the spirit that is within you is having. So, no one you meet is truly separated from you. The stranger who angers you, the friend who loves you, the person who challenges you or believes in you, all are mirrors of your own energy. They are mirrors of your own energy. Because if your energy is high, you get attached to high vibration energy people. But if your energy is low, you get attached to low vibration people. This is the awakening of recognition. The realization that life is not happening to you but through you. Life is not happening to me, but life is happening through me because I'm a spirit that lives in a human body and all life is interconnected. But then sometimes you comes through a breaking point. The weight of existence becomes heavy. The patterns of life feels unbearable. You might feel anger, you might feel fear or frustration, you might cry out, why me? Sometimes when you're very depressed or you're frustrated, you ask questions like, why me? Why is all this happening to me? But the truth is, no one is truly doing the things that you experience to you. They are doing it actually to themselves. The emotions, the projected things that others projected on you, that brings conflicts, that brings judgment. These are reflections of their mind, not your reality. It is things that is in their mind. And the things they said towards you is things that is going through you, but not happening with you. So the moment you accept that everything that is happening to me is not actually happening to me, it is happening through me, because I am not me. I am the spirit within me in this body. And this spirit's name is I am. So when you're speaking English, you always say, I am Miss Flame, or I am this and that, or I am hungry, or I am feeling dizzy, or I am feeling life, or I am. But the I am is actually you. The I am is the God, the spirit within you. Not the person with the name Miss Flame, or the person with the name Saintjies of Daintjies of Donkies and Classes and whatever, Jannetjie and Sinaitjie nie. That is not them. The spirit within them, it is them. So when you die, your spirit is not dying. Your spirit reincarnates into a new body. And that new body is experiencing the things that the spirit has experienced in the past life, but it doesn't know it has experienced the things in the past life. Because it lives now in a new body with new experiences. You understand? But the experiences is teachings, and it is experiences they build up and they recognize. They recognize that they used to go through these things because it happens through them, not with them. So you can take two people having the same experience, but that two people is reacting differently to the things they are experiencing, because they have gone through that in the past life where they used to exist, but now they are born in a new life, in a new body, and they are actually connected to what they are going through at the moment, because they knew the teaching that they went through in this life is something they went through in the past life. In the moment you are seeing the things that is happening to you now in the physical life, is when you are separate, when you are seeing the situation that is happening to you as something that is not attached to you. It is not happening to me, it is happening through me. So you wouldn't be feeling so frustrated and depressed and in fear. You see, so that when you resist, when you try to push away or fight the feeling inside you, you will suffer more. When you see this feeling and the things that is happening to you, you make it your own. You say, why are this happening to me, and why is that happening to me? The moment when you feel like that, you will suffer more. But the moment you see and you tell yourself, this is not my mind or my thoughts, the things that is rising in your brain, tell yourself, it is not my thoughts. Although you knew that you have experienced some of the things that is coming up in your mind, that is coming, it's almost like a reminder. Tell yourself, because that, my friend, isn't your thoughts. It is other people's thoughts that is projected on you, because they are keeping eye on you like they are, like they say, they are angels. There's evil eyes in the demonic spirits we have talked about. They are keeping eye on you, and they report and they tell you every time the dirt and all the negative things to makes you feel unworthy, and to makes you feel a victim and living in fear. But when you accept that what rises in you belongs to your spirit's experience. That you are the observer. You are not the victim. Sometimes something shifts. You see the patterns. You understand that the world is a mirror. The things you see around you, the things you experience, is a teaching. It is a mirror. It is a reflection of someone else. Things that they went through, but they want to project it on you to see what would your reaction be. So they can live their life according to the reaction that you are showing. You are the one who shows them how to react according to what they are experiencing. So they project their negative thoughts towards you so you can respond to that. But that is only a mirror that you see. This is the moment when your power begins to emerge. Not by changing the world. You can't change the world. But by reclaiming responsibility for the in life, you can change your life within. And then the awakening occurs. It occurs, then you realize you are not human having a spiritual experience. You, my friend, are spirit experiencing a human life. Every person you encounter is part of the same consciousness. No one is truly separated. The neighbor, the colleague, the stranger on the street, they are extensions of you. They are extensions of you, showing reflections of your own thoughts, emotions, and energy when you fully take responsibility for your inner state. When you are accepting the things that comes within your brain, it is the moment when they are reflecting the things that is in your brain. But when you say this is not my thought, then it is a reflection of their thought. So you are not taking a responsibility for someone else's thoughts or actions or things like that. When you no longer blame or resist or judge, you become free. You understand that projections from others cannot harm you. The anger, the judgment, the criticism, they only exist because the projector is speaking from their own mind, their own experience. And as you embrace this truth, the illusion of the victimhood dissolves. You begin to walk as spirit, consciously aware of your role in the tapestry of life. This is the path forward if you want to change your life. This is the life of conscious awakening. You no longer act unconsciously to life. You respond. You observe. You create intentionally. You understand the interconnectedness of all things around you. That each challenge, each projection, each emotional wave is a teaching. It is a mirror, a guide. Power rises from within. Peace is no longer something you seek outside. you as a person. It is your natural state. Joy, love, clarity flow because you love aligned with your spirit, not with your fear. You step forward fully awake, aware and responsible for your energy. Every thought, every feeling, every action is a conscious choice. This is your legacy. This is your life to live as spirit in human form. To awake fully and to rise beyond the veil of illusion. So the things you are experiencing, illusion, you are taking it and make it your own. When it is negative things, don't make it your own. Tell yourself, this is not my thoughts. This is someone else's thoughts who has projected it on my brain, but I am not taking responsible for your own faultiness. Say an affirmation, say something like, this thought doesn't belong to me and I return this thought to you because a present that is given to someone and the one who is giving the present, who is giving the present gets the present back because the person who is the receiver who must take the present doesn't want it. So to who will that present belong to? If you give me a present and I resist it, I don't want to take that present, to who does that present belongs to? To yourself. So that thought, that evilness, that wickedness, that negativity, if you are giving it to me and I'm not accepting it, it belongs still to you as the one who has given it to me. And you must take responsibility for your own actions. Like people say, those who dig a pit for others will shall fall in their own pit. And I will not fall in that trap time and time again. Tell yourself that. You can even burn a little incense, like we call it pepe. We call it pepe, but this is a incense that you can burn. You can pray. It is not something that sangomas are only traditional healers is only using. No. It keeps all the wicked and the evil spirits away. I also burn it. I pray on it. Because this is what our grandparents and our people that lived before us has used. Our ancestors has used these things. So guys, if you want more information about yourself and the spirits around you, you can follow this channel by subscribing, and you can press the notification button. If I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. And thank you for tuning in to Beyond the Veil with Miss Flame. It is always nice to have you here and to can talk about these things, because it is not something that people are talking normally every day. People don't talk about these things. If they can talk about negative things and they can gossip about people, that will they do with a smile. When people die, you hear about that people after their funeral, because people are not talking about things that really matters. They talk about things who doesn't matter at all. So I'm here to inform you about the things in life that really matters. So everyone, I'm out and have a nice day and Inshallah.